Welcome back. Today I'm bringing you the most requested comparison across all of my channels, the Nama J2 versus the original Kuvings AUTO10 versus the newer AUTO10 Plus. If you've narrowed down your search to these juicers, this is the only video you'll need to watch to make your decision. We'll cover everything: price, power, attachments, juice yield, and I'll tell you the one result from testing these three juicers extensively that really surprised me. All right, let's get into it. Let's start with pricing and warranty because those are always major deciding factors. The Nama J2 is the most affordable at $550, although I do have word from Nama that will go up to $580 in a couple of weeks. Then followed by the original Kuvings AUTO10 at $699, and the AUTO10 Plus at $739. The great news, all three come with an industry-leading 15-year warranty on both the motor and parts, which is one of the strongest commitments on durability you'll find from any juicer company today. In terms of size, the Nama J2 is the most compact of the three, standing at just about 17 inches tall. That means it'll fit nicely under most kitchen cabinets, something to think about if counter space is limited. Now, both Kuvings models, the AUTO10 and the Plus, are a little bulkier, especially in height. The Plus comes in at just over 18 inches tall, and on my own counter, I have to remove the hopper or the extension in the case of the Plus in order to fit them under my cabinets. They also take up a little bit more width, so if you're tight on kitchen space, the Nama might be a better fit, while the Kuvings models are probably better suited for a dedicated countertop juicing spot. Now let's talk about hopper capacity, because this is where things start to get really interesting. The Nama J2 comes with a 65-ounce hopper by default, but you can purchase a 100-ounce upgrade if you want to juice larger batches at a time. The original AUTO10 launched with that 100-ounce hopper as standard, no upgrade needed, and the AUTO10 Plus takes it even further, offering a massive 135-ounce hopper with no upgrade needed, which is currently the largest on the market. Now, with the bigger hoppers, there's one thing you should know. The ingredients do spend more time getting chopped up and stirred in the hopper, which means you're more likely to see pulp sticking to the inner walls of the hopper after juicing. This is true for all three of these juicers when using their largest hopper sizes. Thankfully, it's an easy fix. Just grab a soft spatula and push it down toward the auger. All taken care of. It only takes a few seconds, but it's something worth keeping in mind if you plan to juice big batches regularly. Next up, motor power and runtime. The Nama J2 uses a 200-watt motor and is rated for a maximum recommended runtime of 30 minutes. On the other hand, the AUTO10 and the AUTO10 Plus both come with a 240-watt motor and are rated for up to 45 minutes of continuous juicing, which is excellent if you're doing back-to-back batches or juicing for the whole family. Now, in my testing, I've actually pushed all three of these models way past their listed runtime without any issues at all. As long as you're not running dense, tough ingredients like beets or ginger for 45 minutes straight exclusively, you're probably not going to trip the motor on any of them. They're all three super powerful and capable. Now let's talk about the blades inside each of the machines. Both the Nama J2 and the original AUTO10 use plastic cutting blades. However, the J2's blade has a sharper pointed top, which helps it slice through things like citrus peels or fibrous celery a little more effectively. Now, the AUTO10 Plus steps it up with a wear-resistant stainless steel cutter. It's not quite as sharp at the tip. It has a more rounded design, but it really shines when working with tougher ingredients like whole beets, carrots, and ginger. So depending upon what you juice most often, one blade might suit you better than the other. When it comes to attachments and versatility, all three juicers come with both a fine juicing screen and a coarser smoothie strainer, which gives you the flexibility to make either pulp-free juices or thicker, more textured blends. The Nama J2 sells its sorbet attachment separately, but with both Kuvings models, it's included in the box, ready to go for frozen fruit sorbets or nice creams. And yes, there's also a citrus attachment available for all three, but that one's an additional purchase across the board. Now, noise levels are another factor that people ask about on these three juicers. In my test, the Nama J2 and the AUTO10 Plus both clocked in around 65 to 66 decibels, which is about as loud as a quiet dishwasher. The original AUTO10 was slightly louder, coming in closer to 70 to 72 decibels. But really, all three of these are relatively quiet compared to most of the juicers I've tested over the years. All three juicers are built with BPA-Free materials, which is the standard now in high-end juicers. The AUTO10 Plus does take the durability a step further with that stainless steel cutting blade, which is better suited for long-term use and tough ingredients. A quick note on Pulp outlet chutes: they're very similar in all three juicers. However, the Kuvings models have a wider tray around the Pulp exit, which I find helps prevent clogging, especially when juicing stringy produce like celery. That said, with my extensive use of all three of these juicers, I didn't run into significant clogging with any of the models until you start getting into 3 to 5 heads of celery or 3 to 4 pineapples. And this is pretty standard with all top of the line vertical batch juicers. So overall, they perform well in that area. Now let's talk packaging and sustainability, because this is an area where the Nama J2 really stands out. Nama ships the J2 in fully compostable and recyclable packaging. No plastic, no styrofoam. Even the box handle is made from bamboo, and the internal bags are reusable and compostable as well. Kuvings, on the other hand, uses recyclable outer boxes, but inside the packaging is still mostly styrofoam and plastic. So if sustainable packaging matters to you, Nama wins hands down here in that category. Now this next part might be the most important of all, and that's juice yield. I tested all three models using the same 4 juice recipes weighed out to the gram: celery, carrots, pineapple, and a green juice blend with apples, cucumber, parsley, ginger, and lemon. And here's what I found. The Nama J2 delivered an average yield of 61.3%. The original AUTO10 came out highest at 65.2%, and the AUTO10 Plus landed just behind it at 64.7%. So the Kuvings models averaged out at 4% more total juice yield over the Nama J2. Now let's put this into real juicing world perspective. If you're making about 2 quarts of juice per day, that extra yield with the Kuvings models gets you around 2.5 ounces more juice daily, or roughly 7 extra gallons of juice per year. At about $10 per gallon, that's about $70 per year difference. Not a huge difference, but worth considering if you're juicing every day. And while we're talking about saving money, quick heads up, right now during the Mother's Day season, there are some great deals running. You can get 20% off all Kuvings juicers through May 11th and $85 off the Nama J2 through the 22nd. Discount codes and links are down in the description box if you've already made your decision. All right, that's a lot of info, so here's my final summary and recommendation. If you want something compact, budget-friendly, and eco-conscious with the option to upgrade later, the Nama J2 is a fantastic choice. It's efficient, reliable, and well-built, and the packaging is a huge bonus. This juicer has almost 17,000 5-star reviews, so it's definitely a star player. Now, if you want maximum power, largest capacity, and all-included attachments and upgrades up front, the Kuvings AUTO10 Plus gets you all of that right out of the box. And the original AUTO10 sits comfortably in the middle. You still get the most power and larger hopper capacity, all the attachments up front, plus the highest yield of all three. After using all of these juicers exhaustively and extensively, I can honestly say you won't be disappointed with any of them. It just comes down to which fits your lifestyle, juicing needs, and budget the best. Okay, that's my opinion, the Juice Feaster point of view, but what do you think? Are you ready for the biggest, most powerful juicer in its class with all the upgrades up front on the AUTO10 Plus? Or is the more compact, budget-friendly, future upgradable J2 your pick? Or have you already purchased one of these three and want to weigh in on your experience? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And of course, to check out these juicers yourself, hit the description box below for the special sale discount codes and links to all three models. Okay, that's all for now. I appreciate you tuning in, and until next time, make lots of juice, drink it all, and stay juicy.